The reason why seemingly every writer writes a main character with a set of dead parents, like the dead dad, right before he dies, he's like, son, come closer. Let me tell you about the theme of this story. Insert theme here. Why does every writer write this trope? It's because it's easy for an audience to relate to it, and then it's also kind of easy to write because it's like we know it, we've seen this. Like the writer couldn't think of anything better to write. And in my recent writings, what I've been experimenting with is like delving deep into a character's past first, and I've found that this is such like a much more beneficial way than like what I used to do when I was like a kid, and like I would go online on Google and like search up like, oh, give me character traits, and then I would find like little like chart images on like, oh, character trait, happy. Like, yes, this character is happy all the time and they never get sad. I was like, I'm pretty much the Pablo Picasso of writing right now. And that doesn't work. It can, but it can be freaky, but most of the time it doesn't work. But unfortunately, I did come up with an idea, an unethical idea, roll credits. And what it is if you take a self-help book or like a book on like wisdom or philosophy and apply the most like extreme concept to one of your characters, you're gonna either want to write them moving towards that point throughout the story or write them as far away as possible. Because let's take what I've been doing recently as an example. I wanted to write, and you can't tell anyone this is pretty cringe. I wanted to write a Satanist character, but then I actually found out that Satanists don't actually worship the devil, so I just made this character a devil worshiper. But you know, she's cool. She's like the mom group, or she's the mom of her friend group, and she's super nice, she's super sweet to everyone. But also taking these sort of conflicting character traits, I saw an opportunity. I was like, this sounds a little bit Machiavellian. Like, is the devil worshiper part of this character, is it outweighing the kind of like mother side of this character? So I was like, is there some deceit to that? Can we play around with that? And in Machiavelli's book, The Prince, there's this concept of injuring your enemy. I'm gonna butcher the quote, so don't take it word for word, but take it conceptually. There's this idea of injuring your enemy to the point where you do not fear them getting back up. So it's like not killing the person, but it's like, I've broken both of their legs. They're never gonna walk again. Like, it's that kind of idea to where you have no fear of their retaliation. And that sounds incredibly extreme, but for a character, that's kind of money if they start at that point, but it's like they're like this like sweet person on the outside, but they have this like terrible mindset on how to like deal with like the opposition and whatnot. Writing them away from that, like a story of where they go through a positive change arc, and I think that can be really powerful. So to summarize, again, this is unethical. Take an extreme idea from like one of these books and write your character either towards it or as far away as possible from it. You're gonna feel uncomfortable like with these kind of extreme ideas, and that's kind of the point. Like, it's eliciting an emotion out of you, and like it's gonna elicit an emotion out of an audience, and then it's like once they've either gotten away from that point or gotten towards that point, like it's gonna be profound. All right, I'm done using English major words, so watch this next video. Bye.